Dependency over dependency. How can I celebrate independence? Dependency is a mental abuse by the abuser on the victims of abuse, be it in normal relationship of husband and wife, parents and children, or children are parents. Over dependency is a mental abuse that is incurable and can only come from the abuse, not from the abuser. In every given relationship, the abuser tend to be the almighty savior and run from any relationship that makes you dependent. Run. Because anytime in a relationship a man tells you, a woman, oh, don't go anywhere without me, don't do this without me, don't do this without me, and you, the woman or the man, because abusers comes genderless, it is a crime against humanity. Why should I celebrate independence when the dependent confusion is still damaging my mental well-being? And until the abuser says enough is enough. Did I say the abuser? That's the mental fatigue. Until the abuse tells the abuser, flush the abuser off their system, there will be no independence. And the mental trauma, scientists have called now PTSD, post-traumatic disorder, is affecting people who have been abused over years, and it cannot be taken lightly. So why should I or will I celebrate independence when the consequences of dependency is still mentally damaging not just myself but all of my people? Independence. Why should I celebrate independence when dependence of aid, addictive insanity drugs still hammer and destroy us? When wars are waged, towns, villages, and cities are destroyed by the abuser disguised as a savior and a partner. Why will I celebrate independence when dependency is in our DNA, regardless of which corner of the world that we are? When the abundance is around us, but we are still unabundant. When the sunshine is burning, but yet still there is darkness. When water flows, but yet still we are thirsty. When the forest overlooks us, but yet still we do not harvest the fruits of the forest. When we rely on our abusers, users, and tormentors to be our partners or our saviors or investors, our mental is mentally confused. And self-healing is a education and medication. How can I celebrate independence when dependency is everything of me? Dependency is a mental illness that needs to be tackled. And the cause that mineral resources have impounded on the abuse by the abusers is untold. Dependency is a mental illness that needs to be tackled. Every one of the abused has been mentally tortured, and counseling is still yet to come. Because if we are not mental, you cannot insult yourself by saying only evil things about thyself. When you insult your father, your mother, your siblings, your family, your nation, you insult yourself. That's mental. It's PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. And only us can heal ourselves. It is time to own independence and leave ourselves away from dependency. There is no need for celebration, but reflection of who we are, where we're coming from, or where we are going. Because if not, how can you be part of destruction because you do not want to let go? Abusers don't let go. Abusers are our colonial people, I don't call them masters, who still despise the abuse, but still drain them of every bit of growth. They project politicians or leaders who do not want to let go because they think the abuse must continue to suffer the consequences of their abuse. So until we stand tall in unity and regain our mental strength, the abusers will continue to make us dependent. And we should not celebrate independence because we are far from it. It is time to wake up. If you can burn your family home, the only home that you know, the only home that brings responsibility to you, then you are sick and you need to admit that only within self that healing will come. Mental health doesn't make you crazy. Mental health is about knowing and seeking help, positive help. All the billions we spend across the abused people of the world celebrating independence while we are dependent can be utilized on giving an opportunity to the children and children yet unborn. Dependency is a mental abuse by the abusers who will never stop short but will continue to hammer you because they do not want your freedom of the mind. Once you have a wellness of the mind, of the mental mind, you are a dangerous weapon to them. So it is time to stop the celebration of independence and cut the chains of dependency to enjoy the free atmosphere that was given abundantly for you not to be ridiculed. Dependency is a mental illness that should not be ridiculed but tackled collectively to change the mindset of those who continue to destroy what they are, who they are, and their roots. Dependency, not independent. Celebrate I.